Hi, I'm Todd Wente, and this is the Daily 180. 180 seconds of motivation and inspiration intended to help you take action and make progress in your life. This is episode 288 of the Daily 180, and today I want to talk about a really short D word, but it's one that I think can give us some information, some inspiration, some insights into how we handle things. That word is die. Now, I'm not talking about D-I-E, I'm talking about D-Y-E. Dye is a word that is associated with changing colors. Now, most of us are familiar with dye as it pertains probably to hair dye. Obviously, I'm not using any of it. I got a little bit of gray creeping in, so I'm not coloring my hair very much. But there are other places where dyes show up. We use it with tie dye, right? When we're going to make a white shirt into something absolutely brilliant and colorful, using lots of different colors and making really crazy and wild patterns. Or sometimes we use dyes to completely change the appearance of something. I had a sweater or a vest one time that I was changing from green into black because I thought black would be more effective for what I was looking for. Whatever the deal is, dyes allow us to change things in subtle ways. We don't change them in their absolute form. We keep their form the same. It's still your hair, it's still our item of clothing, but we have now changed the way that it appears. And in the process of changing the way that it appears, sometimes that simple, small change can change everything about the way that we handle stuff. Isn't that kind of something that we're trying to do sometimes with our lives? We're not really trying to change who we are. We're not trying to necessarily change the way that our face. I mean, some people do, and that's okay. If you're one of those people that wants to do that, that's fine. But for most of us, we're looking at making subtle changes. We're not really wanting to change everything about our lives. We're not wanting to recreate everything all at once in one fell swoop and get rid of everything that we've ever dealt with before. We want to make a subtle change, small changes which allow us to fundamentally change the way that we're perceived by others, and in some ways, the kind of results that we get with our lives. We've all seen a situation where someone has changed the color of their hair, and all of a sudden it seems like they're a new person. Or we've seen a situation where we take something that we've used in the past and it's kind of old and kind of worn out, but we change its color, we dye it, we make it a different color, and all of a sudden it breathes new life into that object, whether it's because we find new uses for it or simply because it's just gone through some kind of a change. Whatever the situation is, that idea of making a subtle change that allows us to be perceived differently is something that all of us can benefit from. What kind of subtle changes are you looking at doing over the next little while? Whatever those subtle changes are, may I suggest that you embrace them completely. Don't go into the change halfway, because if you dye your hair halfway, everybody knows it's a bad dye job and everybody more feels bad for you rather than feeling excited about the change. So if you're looking at making a little bit of a change, take a lesson from dyeing clothes or dyeing our hair and just jump right in. Make that change completely. Embrace it for what it is and see what kinds of new adventures it can open the door for. I hope this has been useful for you. If it has, give us a thumbs up, give us a comment. We'd love to see some comments in the comment section below. Give us a subscribe. We'd love to have you join us for the rest of the journey. In the meantime, my name is Todd Wente. This has been the Daily 180. Go forth and conquer. We'll see you next time. I don't know how I shut this off. I have no idea how to turn this off. Oh, there it is. Okay.